Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your girl, Galaxy Queen Star. How y'all doing? Fine, I hope. So tonight, I would like to recap the Nitty versus Surf battle. This took place on N.O.M.E, which was yesterday. We're going to get right into it. This is Nitty first round. I know your tactics. Study your game tapes. Went over all your old steps like Ginobili practice. So y'all know Ginobili from basketball player Ginobili. I think he played on the was it the Spurs? Yeah, with Tim Duncan, I believe. Okay, next bar. You can't teach me a lesson about the B's and the C's, cause I'm from that dot 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 38 and this trail of truth. You don't want zero smoke. So y'all know Trail of Truth. I believe he was talking about the Truth or Dare Trail of Truth, which is that movie. You could find it on YouTube actually. Next bar. I knock your teeth out. You get hit with this bitch. They gonna have to bring Souvenir back. You gonna remember this shit. So I thought that was fire. You know, Surf, and then Souvenir, he pointed to his grill. And you know, a souvenir is basically a remembrance or, a reminder or a token of a person. So he's like, I'm gonna knock you out, and this souvenir was just his grill. You gonna remember this shit. That was fire. Next bar. I get to taking niggas out from neighborhood like it's gentrified. So of course it was more in this bar. I just didn't write the whole thing down. But he was like, I get to taking niggas out from neighborhoods like it's gentrified. Like y'all know what gentrified or gentrification is. Basically renovating or improving of a house or building to like a middle class status. So I thought that was a nice line. Next bar. Go ahead, amp him up. Let all that gas get blown. I have him leaking. It be too much to intake. Your manifold. So I thought that was fire. You know, he'd be leaking, meaning he'll shoot him. That blood would be leaking. It'd be too much. Your man will fold, meaning he'll die. Thought that was fire. And when he say amp up, let all that gas get blown, meaning that he's basically saying people be gassing Surf a lot. All right, next bar. I like this one a lot. I holla, welcome home, Surf. Pull some big shit and fuck up the return like a squib kick. I'll line you up, try me. I'll fire once, body him. Now Surf on the can, it's a Hawaiian punch. Yo, that was fire, because I remember as a little girl, my father used to love some Hawaiian punch. So he used to buy that big can, which was a blue can, and right on the can was a picture of somebody surfing. So when he said that bar, my mind immediately went to that punch and that picture on that can. So I thought that was fire. And you know a can is a gun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say the bar again. I'll holla, welcome home, Surf. Pull some big shit and fuck up the return like a squib kick. I'll line you up, try me. I'll fire once, body him. Now Surf on the can. It's a Hawaiian punch. Oh, that was fire. And you know what a squib kick is, which is a football term, a line drive, kickoff. So I thought that was so fire. All right, so that was round one. Nitty had a fire round one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to round one with Surf. Surf goes now. Now when he first starts, which was my favorite bar of all time with Surf, first thing I hear when I touch down is Surf, the Midwest groove. And he started saying that line, and as he's saying that line, the whole crowd is chanting with him. It seemed like that was their favorite bar too. Like that was one of my favorite bars of Surf. And that was, I remember he said that in a battle against what's his name? Dang, and he battled recently too. Dang, I can't even think of his name from the top, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But he, was it Reed? No, I don't think it was Reed. But the guy who battled, dang, I can't think of nobody's names, yo. Jerry West. Who was the guy that battled Jerry West recently? Okay, he was the one that Surf said it to. I think it was Reed. I'm not sure. But anyway, next bar. So after he said that nice line, he goes, imagine. Oh no, I'm gonna go with the first bar. What was the outcome of your last battle? 2-1. Then he starts clapping. John almost caught a body. I just came home from an attempt real life battles, really almost caught a body. I thought that was fire because that was true. That was some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Surf just came home and it was a gun charge, so it could have been a body. Next bar. Imagine a German Shepherd getting hit with a harpoon. I'm Harry Potter. I got way too much magic for your small rooms. So I thought that was fire. Next bar. Okay. Rob me of my innocence. When we go and steal life. Okay, rob me of my innocence. When they made me go and steal life. You can have debatable battles. Thump. When you 30 niggas in real life. I thought that was fire. What? The way he said it too? Rob me of my innocence when they made me go and steal life. You can have debatable battles. When you 30 niggas in real life. Fire, fire. Next bar, he goes. Smack said, welcome home, son. And the way he said it, just like how Smack would have said it. He had the voice and everything. So he goes, Smack said, welcome home, son. Doing real sloppy, switchblade, stick something in rum like Bill's Cosby. That was fire. Because remember Bill's Cosby just recently got convicted of spiking, you know, women's drink back in the 80s and 90s. So that was fire. And you know, rum, he battling RUM NITTY. Fire, fire bar. Next bar. You know like I know. It's the battle of your life. I had them surgeons picking through rounds. I don't give a fuck about battle of the night. I thought that was fire. And in a way, it's kind of true. It is RUM NITTY's battle of the night. But in a way, it's a big battle for Surf too, because it's his first battle, his return battle from being locked up. We haven't seen him in a while, so it's both of their battles of the night. Next bar. Big rounds, fast wheel, boy, I'll start a festival. Did wrong for so long, they couldn't correct me in that correctional. So I thought that was fire. So, you know, that was just a few bars that I jotted down. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of great bars in that first round. All right, now I forgot to mention in the first round with Nitty, okay, Nitty did stumble just a little bit. You know, he did stumble just a little bit in the first round. I forgot to mention that, okay, but he still was fire. So since the round was so close, okay, I had to give the first round to TSU SURF, and TSU SURF battled for a long ass time too. He battled for a long time, but he was fire. TSU SURF was very animated. I loved it when he do movements, like when he jots down and he's doing the gun gesture, and he's just all over the stage, and you know, all up in RUM NITTY's face. They both was like, they had a lot of great stage performance. They kept the crowd very interesting. It was just a great performance. You know, it's just some you know, people that you want to watch. You know, they were just so entertaining. Okay, but being that the battles were so close, the first round was so close, and Nitty did slip up with a little stumble. He picked it right back up though. I gotta give the first round to TSU SURF. Okay, so now we're going to round two. Round two, this will be RUM NITTY. I only wrote down four bars from RUM NITTY. All right, so I chopped this up a little bit. ... He used to cook niggas. So fuck if he seasoned. He getting cooked now, and for y'all niggas thinking sumo rounded, I had to put my foot down. Now reverse it, lift up, give sumo rounds. RUM NITTY wasn't playing, yo. Being that he slipped up in the first round, he turned up even more. He was making sure that he had no mistakes, and he was just cooking, and he was just on fire. Next bar. Duck your motherfucking head or get popped at. But it's a big stick hanging out the mill. Let's see if you could bob that. He dropped flat. You might have been popping. You microwave. This Tech 9 will stop that. What? Yo, he had me like, you go, Nitty, you go. Like, Nitty was not playing with Surf. Nitty was not playing. Next bar. Go, boy. What y'all seeing him? He be up here screaming and screeching, and y'all niggas gas that high-pitched voice like helium. And you know what helium is. Helium is basically a chemical element. You know what I'm saying? It's like a monotonic gas, all right? And it does make you have a high-pitched voice. You start talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was fire. This is the last bar in round 2. This is Nitty. Now, I like this a lot. So he's talking to the crowd, and he's like, remember in Boys in the Hood when Ricky had the scratch off and they split up and he got hit in the back with the shotgun? This is what he's asking the crowd. Then he turns to Surf. That's a subtitle, because you should get scratched off for y'all splitting up and you turning your back on shotgun. You know how he is. Like, he'll say it real fast, but it'll be fire. So I'm going to say that again. Remember in Boys in the Hood when Ricky had the scratch off, they split up, he got hit in the back with the shotgun? That's a subtitle, because you should get scratched off for y'all splitting up and you turning your back on shotgun. So remember, he's referring to Surf turning his back on Shotgun Suge. Okay, they've been having issues, you know, before Surf went to jail. So that's what he's referring to. So that's round 2 with Nitty. Nitty was not playing, y'all. All right, so now we're gonna go to round 2 with Surf. Okay, so Surf starts off with a X-Men scheme, you know, and I heard this before. I remember when Clips did it in the battle against Av. He did it in his 3rd round. I believe that was I don't know if that was Survivor Series or Born Legacy. It was one of them. But when he battled Av, he did that X-Men scheme at the end. So I didn't really write any X-Men bars down because I pretty much heard them all, it seems. And, you know, I just heard them once, but they were good. They were okay. So, but I did still write 5 bars down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bars. So let's go. First bar. I don't say I take lives. I don't say I take lives. That's God's job. I'm a life caller. Oh, you Crip, right? Well, bullets pop out the blue like Nightcrawler. So y'all know that movie like Nightcrawler. Next bar. I ain't even really a cartoon nigga. I'm just a pleaser. If I was a Dragon Ball fan, I would say this cat could ride in one of my trunks or the freezer. Now, I'm not a Dragon Ball fan, but apparently it's a Dragon Ball cat. Okay, I kind of know a little bit of the characters. So that's what he's referring to, the Dragon Ball cat. Next bar. Word to my grandmother's, surgeries, autopsies, open shit. I have Tay stitch him, stand over rocking chair while he sawing knit. Now that was fire, because when he said he have Tay, meaning Tay rock, I have Tay stitch him, stand over rocking chair, meaning stand over rock and chair, you know, and chair while he sew and knit. That was fire, you know, because he's killing him and now he's basically patching him up or whatever. That was fire. Next bar. Who said he was the gun bar king? Please, Rock Wilder. I mean, your career ain't stagnant, you pulled off, but gun bar king? Stop with the bull, dog. Yo, that was fire too. That was like a little dog scheme that I like. Now, when he said, who said you the gun, people do call Nitty the gun bar king. It was like a little debate on who was the gun bar king, either Rock or Nitty. Okay, so I remember that a while ago when Nitty first came out. So I like when he said, who said he was a gun bar king? Please, Rock Wilder. Now, you know a dog breed is a Rock Wilder. So he like Rock is Wilder, meaning Rock is better than this guy. So I thought that was fire. I mean, your career ain't stagnant, you pulled off, but gun bar king, stop with the bull, dog. Meaning like stop with the bullshit, but stop with the bull, dog. Bulldog is another breed. That was fire. Next bar, which is another dog scheme. Last time he was in New York, he lost. Nigga, please. I'm in a house with the K, a 9, and both your sister daughters. Nigga Bakinski. Ooh, that was fire. I like what he said, last time he was in New York, he lost. Remember, Yorkie is a dog breed. That was fire. Last time he was in New York, he lost. Remember, he lost. Yorkie. Nigga, please, I'm in a house with the K, a 9, and both your sister daughters. Nigga Pakinski. I don't know how to really pronounce it well, but that's another dog breed. Pakinzi or something like that. That's another dog breed. So that was fire. Okay, so with round 2, that was another close round to me. That was another close round to me. Now, I heard with the dog scheme, I heard that Calico had that dog scheme. But, you know, I can't really, like Surf can't really lose points for that because there's a lot of battlers that would take the same scheme but do it differently. Like even Geechee Gotti, when he took the scheme of JC being a dancer, a lot of battlers did, but they would just have their own way of how they would, insert the bar. So the same thing with Surf. He had his own X-Men scheme that was a little different from Clips and what all the other battlers did. He had his own dog scheme. So it still, it still counts. So I must say that second round could be debatable, to be honest with you. That second round could definitely be debatable, but I would edge it to Nitty though. I would edge it to Nitty. I feel like Nitty I just like Nitty's material better, put it that way. I like Nitty's material better, I guess because I heard that X-Men scheme, and it was okay. It wasn't like all that, but I do love his dog scheme. I thought that was fire. But overall, I like RUM Nitty's rounds better, and they both had great performance. It's not like one was lacking than the other. So I judge this round off of the material. Who had the better material, being that this round was also so close. Okay, so I had to edge it to Nitty. Round 2 went to Nitty in my opinion. Alright, so that's round 2. Now we're going into round 3. Alright, let me get my drink. It's starting to get a little hot in here, y'all. Okay, so this would be Nitty round 3. Now round 3, Nitty took off. Like to me, this was Nitty's best round 3. I really love this round from Nitty. Okay, first bar. Police ass nigga, he be running with the pork. Just like when he fuck up on a line and say Jersey. He know how to cut his sentence short. I thought that was fire, because that's true. A lot of battles that Surf was in, when he messed up in a line, he cut it short, cut the round short, cut the battle short, and be like Jersey. So that was fire. Next bar. I'll really clap you. Headshot. Now we see in his face like a Nitty battle. I thought that was a nice line. I'll really clap you. Headshot. Now we can see in his face like a Nitty battle. Now you know how Nitty always putting up the C gang signs in people's face, and he did it to Surf in his battle. Every battle he get, Nitty always got to put the C sign, so I thought that was fire. Next bar. Black 9. Make you think the world ain't round. Nigga ask why, and the crowd goes why? Cause I let her rise in, you see a flat line. I thought that was fire. I let her rise in, meaning her rising the gun or horizon. I let horizon, and when you see, a horizon rise, so I thought that was, you see a flat line, and the horizon, you'll see a flat line, so it could go either way. I thought that was banging, like that was fire. Next bar. Some of the raps you got is decent, but the stretch is killing me. You like Lady Liberty. The one stat you got is reaching. The one stat you got is reaching. Statue of Liberty. Fire. Yo, that was so creative. Some of your raps you got is decent, but the stretch is killing me. Lady Liberty is stretched, he's tall, and he's basically saying some of your raps is okay, but you be stretching it, you know what I'm saying? So the stretch is killing me. You like Lady Liberty. The stat you got is reaching. I thought that was fire. Statue got is reaching, and Lady Liberty be reaching for the air. Okay, next bar. And you and Suge beefing over goofy shit. Whole team pushing Jersey backwards. The Saint Lunatics. Remember the Saint Lunatics? I believe that was a rap group, the Saint Lunatics. Pushing Jersey backwards. That was fire. Next bar. This is the last bar in round 3. Sorry. Excuse me, y'all. I talk that shit because I'm entitled to, and I entitles too. Your chance is slim. Nigga know he finna die. 1, 3, 5, 7, and a 9. Who won't go against the odds? It'll be a rough ride. What? Yo, Nitty was in his bag this third round. 1, 5, 3, 7, and a 9. The way he did it. 1, 5, 3, 5, 7, and a 9. Who won't go against the odds? It'll be a rough ride. Yo, that was fire. So third round, sorry I didn't have a third round for Surf. He started off, he must have said maybe 2 or 3 bars, okay, and he just gave up in Jersey out. Now I do notice that when Surf started in the third round, I could tell he was losing his voice. I could tell. Even when he did his second round, all that moving around and he's yelling loud and all this stuff, he started losing his voice. So I could tell when he started in the third round, he was trying his best to project his voice. But he was losing it. I could tell. He was losing gas, losing that stamina. And I truly believe that he felt like he could not match Nitty's round. Nitty's third round was super, super duper fire. Okay, and I feel like Surf probably was intimidated by Nitty's round. Okay, he knew he was losing gas. He was losing gas, losing his voice. So he gave up. He quit on purpose. He quit. And I kind of feel like Surf just wanted to play it safe because he knew that he did electrifying in the first round and the second round. And being that he knew Nitty's third round was like super duper fire, he knew he couldn't probably match that, especially since his voice is, and since he was losing his voice. So I really believe that Surf purposely, he acted like he choked or he don't remember his round. I feel like he purposely quit on purpose because he was losing gas, basically. Okay, and I think it's a cheap way. It's like cheating. It was like he was cheating this battle. He cheated us as fans, and he cheated in this battle. Instead of him being manning up and saying, "Yo, I'm gonna just give him my all and still fight through this, me losing my voice, fight through because the fans traveled and paid their money to see me." He chose to play it safe, and he just chose to quit. And basically hope that the fans say, okay, well, he won the first two rounds anyway, so I give Surf the battle. You know what I mean? He's just hoping that would happen. I don't think that's fair. So being that Surf didn't give us a third round at all, basically, I'm giving this battle to Nitty. I had Surf in the first. I had both of them being debatable for the second. But being that Surf did not finish that third round and he quit, I am not giving him no points for that third round. Okay, he gets a 0 for the third round, and therefore he lost the battle. It's only fair. It's only fair that we give Nitty his props. Nitty came to win. Okay, he was prepared and he did his thing on that stage. And even though he may have slipped up just a little bit, it wasn't like a big choke in the first round. He just stumbled a little bit. He still was man enough to keep pushing, keep going, and he turned up even more in the second and the third round. So we gotta give Nitty his props. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give Nitty his props, and I'm giving Nitty his battle. Congratulations, Nitty. You won a big battle against Surf. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed the bars that I recited, and y'all have a good night. And before I go, I will be going on vacation tomorrow, okay? So I'll be back in a few days, and I will definitely recap bar for bar the battle with Goods and Tay-Rock. I know y'all gonna want to hear some of those bars. That first round from Tay-Rock, literally, he gave me the chills. Like, I am not lying. Like, I was just so stuck off of that first round. So I have to give y'all some bars from that battle. To me, that was either that battle, Tay-Rock and Goods, or Jersey or New Jersey Swerve and Suge. Either those two battles were battle of the night. Alright, so y'all have a good night, and remember, there's no night without stars. Later.